to assist us begin to change the world surrounding us in ways we can't quite comprehend. Not out of spite, but because we underestimated their power. Artificial intelligence has been transforming our world in extraordinary ways and has become one of the most powerful tools known to humanity. It provides us with new opportunities, new ideas, but as with every improvement this innovative, there comes a downside we cannot ignore. And it's not only about the apocalyptic science fiction scenarios, but the quieter, more subtle changes that already arise around us, and may become far more dangerous than we had anticipated. Because when we let machines make decisions for us, faster than we can comprehend, it comes down not to whether AI will outsmart us, but to whether we are smart enough to not only use it wisely, but to ensure the safety of such rapidly developing systems. But what really is AI? Artificial intelligence, in its broadest sense, refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines, enabling them to perform tasks which usually require human-specific abilities. They achieve that by the implementation of machine learning systems and analyzing vast amounts of data from which they're able to sort out the most valuable information and recognize patterns, subsequently guiding them through their further action. Although the history of AI dates back to the ancient times and myths of intelligent machines, the modern AI began in the 1950s, when Alan Turing introduced the Turing test, examining a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior. As this area started getting more and more recognition, further studies were conducted, resulting in the introduction of, for instance, neural networks imitating the human brain. Today, AI is integrated into multiple industries, automatizing certain mechanisms, increasing business efficiency, and allowing for further advancement of various technical devices. However, as I've mentioned before, with every innovation this incredible, there comes a risk we cannot ignore. With social media being overused, especially by the youth, companies owning such platforms do not refrain from using AI-driven algorithms for their benefit. They collect an enormous amount of data from their users as an input for such algorithms, which are later capable of transforming them into vulnerable information. According to a study conducted by the University of California using exclusively Facebook likes, an AI algorithm is capable of recognizing multiple characteristics about their users, such as their ethnicity, sexual orientation, political and religious views, use of addictive substances, and many more. As AI gets better at analyzing such information, our privacy is disappearing. Major companies now have access to vulnerable information about us based on our every internet interaction. They argue that this allows for better targeted ads and a more personalized experience. But at what cost? However, social media companies are not the only ones in possession of vast amounts of personal information. With AI-driven surveillance systems, which can now track and identify individuals in real time, our fear of such innovations being misused grows even bigger. Because how can we ensure this isn't used against us? Sadly, as individuals, we can't do much. Governments now have access to vulnerable information about us, with AI analyzing it and processing it faster than ever. Facial recognition cameras can, for instance, analyze conversations and track individuals in real time, analyzing their every movement in public spaces. Certain countries, such as China, have already implemented AI-driven surveillance systems, which proves how dangerous such innovations are. Unfortunately, privacy issues aren't an abstract scenario anymore. They're a real-world threat which affects all of us in ways we can't even comprehend. As we continue to rely on AI for security and convenience, we must ask ourselves, where do we draw the line between safety and surveillance? How much privacy are we willing to give up for the sake of efficiency? And most importantly, can we trust the individuals in possession of such technology to use it responsibly? Additionally, every system used for protection and security can be weaponized. Recently, a significant rise in cybercrime has been recognized, posing critical threats to global security. The usage of AI has not only increased the frequency of such offenses, but it has also completely reshaped the reality of cybercrime. For instance, the creation of deepfakes is highly facilitated by AI systems. In just seconds, a convincing video, audio recording, or image can be created, imitating real people. What makes this matter even more concerning is how rapidly such simulations develop, becoming increasingly convincing. Additionally, every online crime action has become more sophisticated. Hackers use AI technology to automatize cyber attacks and increase the efficiency of every online crime action. With the ability to generate fake identities, interfere with markets, and influence political decisions, the potential for AI-enabled crime is nearly limitless. As this becomes our reality, we must ask ourselves, do we have the tools to safeguard our identities in a world in which all that criminals need is an algorithm? But these challenges are only the beginning. They expose a much deeper issue: our increasing reliance on AI systems which already operate beyond our full understanding. If today's AI, still limited in its capabilities, can shape societies and even threaten security, what happens once it surpasses human intelligence altogether? Researchers are actively working on the development of artificial general intelligence, which will be able to perform every skill we as humans have. Imagine it this way. Human intelligence allows us to perform a wide variety of tasks, from simple everyday activities such as cleaning or cooking, to more extraordinary ones, such as conducting science experiments and solving complex math problems. We're better at some and worse at others, but what we can do is perform many of them to some extent. An AGI will be capable of doing exactly that, broadening the scope of its capabilities. An individual in possession of such technology will hold immense control of most aspects of our lives, replacing every intelligence-based job, shaping the economy, and creating technologies beyond human understanding. However, with the ability to optimize itself, an AGI would not just be a tool, but an evolving entity, rewriting its own limitations and creating technology that may one day fully expand beyond our understanding. But will we be able to control it, or will it be the one controlling us? So here we stand, at an edge of an era defined by intelligence not of our own. AI is no longer just a tool, but a force shaping our world in incredible ways. Now, we have to decide on how much control are we willing to give it. Will we guide it responsibly to ensure that this remains a tool of progress, Or will we let it evolve freely, changing our world in unimaginable ways? So before we rush into this new world, are we prepared for the intelligence we're creating? Thank you.